My name is Keenan Reeser, and I want to leave the world free of discrimination of pit bulls. In the past, other breeds have been targeted, but right now, pit bulls are suffering the main hate for being the killers. Why are pit bulls the target of breed discrimination? Rumors. And these rumors need to be put to rest. One rumor is that they have locking jaws meant for killing. This isn't true. I have a quote from Dr. I. Lair Brisbane of the University of Georgia. He says, "To the best of our knowledge, there are no published scientific studies that would allow any meaningful comparison to be made of the biting power of various breeds of dogs. Biting power can never be collected in a meaningful way. All figures describing biting power in such terms can be traced to either unfounded rumor or, in some cases, to newspaper articles with no foundation in actual factual data. There's absolutely no evidence for the existence of any kind of locking mechanism unique to the structure of the jaw and or teeth of the American Pit Bull Terrier. Another rumor is that they have a natural aggression towards other dogs and people. All dogs have an instinctual aggression towards other dogs, no matter what the breed. There are 4.7 million dog bites each year in the U.S. According to HealthyPet.com, a study performed by 3 legitimate associations analyzed dog bite statistics from the last 20 years and found that the statistics don't show that any breeds are inherently more dangerous than others. The study showed that the most popular large dog breeds at the time were consistently on the list of breeds that bit fatally. There were a high number of fatal bites from Doberman Pinschers in the 70s, for example, because there were more Dobermans around. The same thing happened to Pit Bulls in the 1980s and Rottweilers in the 1990s. Another rumor is that Pit Bulls will attack with no warning unprovoked. Many people who are bitten are unfamiliar with the dog they're petting or dogs in general and will approach it in an aggressive manner, unaware of that. They might get close to the dog's space. They might not put their hand out and wait for the dog to sniff it, and they might look directly into its eyes, which is a threat for a dog. Those bitten also don't acknowledge the warnings a dog might give when feeling provoked. They might see it growling and think it's smiling. They don't know that putting its head low and looking up at you is a bad signal. Another rumor is that they're fighting dogs. This is true. They are fighting dogs, but any dog could be a fighter, because aggression can only be blamed on the dog's owner. A fighting dog was trained to be a fighter. Many will purchase a tough dog breed to look cool and do not realize that you have to be extremely committed to training with a larger dog breed. There should be rules that are put in place to keep pit bulls and humans safe. One of these rules, I think, would be responsible dog ownership, basic training. I know at Petco, a lot of places like that, you can go and there are free pet clinics where you can have puppies play and keep them nice and socialized. There should be stricter laws and more prison time for people who fight pit bulls. Animal rights advocates like the Humane Society say that dogfighting is an unreported and poorly enforced crime. These organizations also claim that the penalties in place for dogfighting and the dangers of being caught don't deter people from participating in dogfighting, given the activity's money-making potential. The Animal Fighting Prohibition Enforcement Act represented an effort to make stiffer penalties for dogfighters. Signed into law May 2007, the act made dogfighting a felony under federal law and instituted maximum penalties of $250,000 fine and 3-year imprisonment. I also think that newscasters should not be able to disclose a breed name when covering a story if they don't know what kind of dog it actually is to begin with. Oftentimes you will hear a newscaster report it as a pit bull mix. You're not sure, it seems like no one's sure what the pit bull is mixed with. If it were a pit bull golden retriever mix, they sure as hell wouldn't say golden retriever mix. They're going to put forth the pit bull because it sounds tougher. I found a story on the internet about an animal control officer who often had this problem. The animal control officer would receive a call over the police radio of a vicious pit bull attacking a person. The animal control officer would then arrive to discover a black lab acting aggressive, and he would capture and impound it. The next day the newspaper would read, "Black pit bull attacks." What am I doing to put this to rest? I bring awareness to all the dogs that I find in the shelter that I think really need a home. I donate adoption fees to the needy ones. I pay for their adoption fees so that someone can come and adopt them sooner. And I speak my mind on the subject. Oftentimes, I will also flag Craigslist ads for housing that have any mention of dog breed discrimination. In conclusion, no dog is built aggressive. When will we stop blaming the dogs and start blaming their owners? Punish the deed, not the breed. I hope the discrimination these nice animals receive ends soon for their sake.